Mystery Steam Reviews is the part of the PC Gaming Weekspot where I, Colm Ahern, and he, Matthew Castle, test the knowledge of one another via Steam reviews that are a mystery. And the rules are as follows. Both I and Matthew bring 3 Steam reviews to the MSR arena, but we omit the name of the game associated with each review. Our opponent must correctly guess the game attached to each review. One correct answer equals 1 point. While both of us have 90 seconds on each MSR, we both also have help in the form of 3 lifelines. These lifelines can be used at any stage during battle and also pause the 90-second timer. Each lifeline can only be used once, and they are as follows. Question, where the hot seat haver gets to ask a yes or no question. Second opinion, where a second review is given to the warm chair sitter. And genre, where the genre of the game is revealed to the one with the warm arse. It's as simple as that. So this week, Matthew, the people have spoken. And they have picked... Listen, I gave them the option. I didn't expect them to pick it, but they did. They have picked the option that is... It was the most wishy-washy on there, and that is spiritual successors. So, in other words, a video game that... I don't know, feels like a sequel.
Yeah, and that's the problem with this. Is it's not an outright sequel. It doesn't even have to be made by the same people.
Yeah.
It's what constitutes a spiritual successor is entirely down to the person playing the game, because it's spiritual. It's a sense of a successor.
I mean, we put a lot of weight on Wikipedia, so this is according to Wikipedia. A spiritual successor, sometimes called a spiritual sequel, is a product or fictional work which is similar to or directly inspired by another previous work, but, unlike a traditional prequel or sequel, does not explicitly continue the product line or media franchise of its predecessor, and thus only a successor in spirit.
All I'm saying is, like, I think what I've picked are 3 spiritual successors, but someone else may disagree. But if you do disagree, then pick a more concrete category next time, I'd say.
So, Matthew, let's kick off with your first Mystery Steam review. It's fun to pretend that I like to help people. And that's from Halfbeard. It's recommended 45 hours on record, 13 hours at review time. Matthew, your time starts now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Talk about starting with a hard one. It's fun to pretend that I like to help people. You help people in all games, unless you're an active villain. Pretend to help. Listen, give me the genre on this.
Oh, okay, we're going to pause the timer at 1:14. What?
Yeah, genre. Give me the genre.
Okay. And the genre of this video game is a business simulation game.
Interesting.
A business simulation game.
Okay.
Restarting the timer now.
So a business simulation game where you help people. That is a spiritual successor, or in your head is a spiritual successor to something.
This is bang on a spiritual successor.
Okay, this is a bang-on spiritual successor. Okay, that feels like a clue. Helping people. Business games, I mean, like, building, like, city skylines is a sort of spiritual successor to SimCity. But that doesn't feel like you're helping people. Like, there's a lot of modern, the Evil Genius, no, not Evil Genius, that's a direct sequel, and you're not helping people. A building game where you help people. It's not. Oh, I know what this is. Hospital. This is the theme hospital one. Oh, piss. What's it called? It's like the two. It's 2-point hospital.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. It's 2-point hospital? It's not 2 peaks hospital. I've got a picture of 2 mountain peaks. I think it's 2-point.
So, you were a little bit stumped there at the start when it came to the actual review, but it's fun to pretend to help people. But the genre lifeline shed some light on it. It got you thinking about city skylines and other tycoon games, and you've ended up on 2-point hospital. And I can tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is 2 Point Hospital.
Yes.
Congratulations. Yeah, I think that is. Can we agree?
Yeah, I
spiritual.
Now you say it, I'm like spiritual successor through and through.
Good. So, let's say you say that yours are spiritual successors.
Yeah, I don't know if any of them are as good as that, but yeah.
All right. Matthew.
That's a good one.
Could I have my first Mystery Steam review, please?
The first-person experience is always a stressfully joyous occasion filled with stealth, explosions, and burning mutants. A thrilling pastime. Play it with low gamma. Yeah, says Heroic Defect. Recommends it with 13.7 hours on record.
Okay, time starts now. Right, the burning mutants feels like I feel like I should drill down on that. Play it with low gamma. Right. Do you know what? I'm not gonna. Oh, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna pause the timer. Can I pause the timer? Yeah, 105. Matthew, could I have my second opinion, please?
Okay.
Let's go all in.
The second opinion for this is quite simply Russian Life Simulator.
Oh no, I should have used my second opinion. It's restarting the timer now. Russian Life Simulator. So hang on, let me think. Spiritual Successors. Russian Life Simulator. What did it say? First person, killing mutants. Russian Life Simulator. Is Russian Life Simulator? Would you say that is a distasteful? Like in your own personal opinion?
I'd say it's quite a literal review.
Okay, right, okay. Ah, Jesus.
I mean, it's slightly just it's a joke. It's a jokey, but it's also there's a very important fact in it.
Is it about the lads poisoning? Oh, mutants.
There's a skip roll poisoning.
Mutants and Doom.
Oh, he doomed it. When in doubt, just shout Doom. Oh man, I like that your logic was like, was it about the Salisbury poisonings? Ah yes, that famous video game about the Salisbury poisonings. Doom, right. Is that your final answer?
Yes, of course, Chris, yes.
So, this game is first-person experience. It's got stealth, explosions, mutants. Play it with low gamma. Now, that could mean a couple of things. It could mean play in the dark, change the brightness settings of the game. Could also, they laugh after the word gamma, which suggests gamma is a play on words. Radiation.
It's
I'm
Metro.
thinking radiation. I'm thinking Russian Life Simulator. The correct answer is Metro 2033.
Stalker.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Seen as a spiritual successor to Stalker.
Mother flipper.
I'm sorry.
That's
I like that you went. I like you were like Russian Life Simulator. Was it those lads who did the poisoning?
Matthew, would you like your second Mystery Steam review?
Yes, please.
Played through the beta, backed the project on Kickstarter. This is not what we were promised. Just go get Shovel Knight. You'll be less sad that way. And that's from Mr. Blunder. It is not recommended. 5.3 hours on record. Your time starts now.
Interested. So Kickstarter, that feels generous. That's zoomed in. A spiritual successor that was kickstarted but people didn't like. I mean, the thing that pops into my head is Mighty Number 9, which is considered a spiritual successor to Mega Man. the fact that they said Shovel Knight makes me think of other two, because Shovel Knight is sort of a spiritual successor to an era of NES platformers like DuckTales and things. You know what? I think this is Mighty Number 9.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
So it didn't take you long to come up with an answer there. Remembering Mighty Number 9 that went through Kickstarter was seen as a spiritual successor to Mega Man, and a lot of people were very cross when that came out as well. Matthew, I can tell you that the correct answer is Mighty Number 9.
Oh, storming it.
On an absolute roll. So, Matthew, could I have my second mystery Steam review, please?
Yeah. While it might be a morbid time to play this during a global pandemic, it's quite cheery and does a great job of being not very serious. Says Carrion Jr. They recommend it with 53.1 hours on record.
Okay, time starts now. These pandemic reviews are coming up a lot, aren't they? A morbid time to play this during it's alright, so it's about a pandemic, but it's quite cheery. A game about a cheery pandemic does a great job of not being serious. Oh dear, this is where I could really use my second opinion right about now. A cheery global pandemic. Huh. Pausing the timer at 57. Matthew, could I have the genre, please?
Oh, interesting.
Whilst
no one ever goes for the question. They always go for the genre and the second opinion before they get... Which makes me think the clue or the question is just not very sexy. This game is described as a business simulation game.
Okay, restarting the timer now. 2 Point Hospital?
Could be.
Playing this in a pandemic. This could be 2 Point Hospital. But you're being a little bit... You're pushing me towards that a little bit too much, are you? Playing this in a pandemic... What was it? Playing this in a pandemic is quite bleak. But it's very...
It's quite cheery. Does a great job of being not very serious.
I mean, this is 2 Point Hospital all over, surely.
Yeah, I think so.
If it... Such a bastard. What other business simulation games? Oh shit, I've stopped the timer inadvertently. I guess it's 2 Point Hospital.
Is that your final answer?
I clicked the button too early, Chris. But yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, that's 2 Point Hospital.
So, you're thinking pandemic? Thinking games with a pandemic in them? But also quite cheery, quite a difficult combination there to nail. The genre points you towards a business simulation game. Could it be 2 Point Hospital? Could it be another business management game about plagues? The correct answer is 2 Point Hospital.
Yes. Well, you
I could mind game you out of it.
You did very well earlier. Very, very well.
It's always hard when someone has a game that's already been done because you're like, it's there. It's like everyone can see it, and you've got to do your best to push people away from it. So I thought I'd lean into it this time. It did not work.
So, Matthew, for your third and final one, I am going to preface this by saying all you need to do is give me the series.
Listen, that's fine. You have to be generous. I'll do it, but that's very generous of you. But well, let's see how it goes.
Okay. So the review is as follows: sacked in the morning. I'm getting sacked in the morning.
Right.
And that's from Lima Foxtrot.
Shite.
It's recommended 237.9 hours on record, 200.5 hours at review time. So again, I think if you can just give me the series, I'll give it to you. So your time starts now.
Sacked in the morning. I'm getting sacked in the morning. Have I got my second opinion still?
You do.
Yeah, let's use that.
Okay, pausing the time.
I have no idea what this is. I'm getting it. Unless it's like a specific reference to something that would say, I'm getting sacked in the morning. I have no idea.
Pausing the timer.
I have no idea.
So the second opinion is the no difference between this one and the previous one in the series. It's probably worse, but only slightly. I like the addition of XG, some other cool stuff, but also pointless stuff like changes to press conferences. And I still love this game and spend most of my free time on it, especially with lockdown and that. So yeah, so that is your second opinion. Restarting the timer now.
I have no idea what XG is. Press conferences and getting sacked makes me think of some kind of football manager. But I don't know if there's a football manager which is a spiritual successor. Like sacked, that feels like a football chant. Like you're getting sacked, like that's what happens to football managers. They get sacked. But I don't know. Like there's like football manager. Is there a game also called Championship Manager? Is one a spiritual successor to the other? Which came first? I mean, football manager's a current thing. So that would suggest that you can't be a spiritual successor. You would be the last in the chain. It wouldn't be what came before. I'm just gonna listen. I don't know what year this started. You've said series. That makes me think it is football. I'm gonna fuck that question off. I'm gonna say football manager.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
So sacked in the morning. I'm getting sacked in the morning. Little bit stumped, but the second opinion mentioned some XG bollocks. We were not too what's that about? But the press conferences, you were like, put that together with sacked in the morning, football, then you were going, okay, manager game, football manager, then championship manager, and you'd all these things floating about in your head. You've ended up on football manager, and Matthew Castle, I can tell you that the correct answer is football manager.
I know fuck all about football manager.
Well done. I'm actually delighted. I was really pulling for you on that one because, right? It goes, sacked in the morning. I'm getting sacked in the morning. Sacked in the morning.
Is that a chant?
That is a chant, yeah.
Who chants that? The person getting sacked chants that?
The fans would chant that quite meanly at the manager who they believe is indeed getting sacked in the morning.
I tell you what, I know those managers get paid a lot, but if I heard a load of people chanting about me getting fired tomorrow, I'd feel like, if that's how they made me redundant, I would have been really upset. You're like, oh, come on, guy. Like, no one wants their livelihood removed from them. No one deserves that.
So, Matthew, could I have my third and final Mystery Steam review? A little consolation goal.
Very different from the newer games. It doesn't have regenerating health. It has a different game engine. Combat flows differently, and you are a regular soldier, not a super soldier or a super agent, says A-Rec. They recommend it. There's only 6.5 hours on record. There's 6.1 at the time of review.
Okay, time starts now. It very different from the newer games. So this is older. It doesn't have regenerating health. Combat, you're a regular soldier, not a super soldier or super agent. So it's an older game in the series. But you are a regular soldier, not a super soldier or super agent. Oh. Alright, so what I have to do now is try and think of the games that I saw when I was looking up spiritual successors. Ukulele. Perfect Dark Zero. What else?
Perfect Dark Zero is just a sequel.
Or Perfect Dark, sorry, Perfect Dark.
Right.
Assassin's Creed. Oh, God. Having a mirror.
You got that question?
Yeah, do you know what? I kind of usually do this when I just can't think of anything else. So I'm going to pause the timer at 11 seconds. Matthew, could I use my question? Was this game released in the last 5 years?
You always ask that. No, it wasn't.
Oh dear. Okay. Restarting the timer now. You're a soldier. Oh, for Christ's sake. A soldier. Matthew, am I going to have to Doom it for a second time in a row? Doom!
Oh my god, the double Doom! Oh, Colm, how amazing would it be if this was Doom?
For a second, I was like, could it be? No.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
So, it's different from the newer games. This suggests it's a spiritual successor, but it comes before some other games. I can understand how that might throw you. Doesn't have regenerating health, the newer games probably do. Has a different game engine. Combat flows differently. You're a regular soldier, not a super soldier or a super agent. You've gone with Doom? The correct answer is Call of Duty. Which I feel is a spiritual successor to Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that is fair. I just had a mayor. I'm getting sacked in the morning. Sacked in the morning.
You're getting sacked in the